Okay, the next item we're going to move up on the agenda is the collective bargaining agreement. Dr. Skinkus, can you give us a little background of where we're at?
The Board of Education and the RBEA negotiation teams have been meeting since last spring. We recently reached what we believe to be a tentative agreement. The RBEA presented the agreement to their association for approval, and it passed. And tonight, we're asking for the Board of Education to take their formal vote on the contract. Some highlights of the agreement. One of the big changes in the collective bargaining agreement is we eliminated the teacher salary schedule, and salary increases for the certified staff will now follow a flat dollar concept for the next 3 years under this agreement. We also added an additional instructional coach position for the special education department, and we revised the language for instructional coaches so that they can be involved in the teacher evaluation process and have some input with the administration on teacher performance. We restructured retirement incentives for teacher retirees to a flat 3%. And we also put a cap when the retirement language will end, a year cap. We added some additional sponsors for both athletics and for clubs and activities to help increase participation levels. And with the educational support personnel, which are an integral part to our operation here, we agreed to a 3% increase for them this year, and then their remaining increases will be tied to the consumer price index. So overall, I thought both sides did a good job discussing what's important to them and trying to work on a middle ground. And like with any contract negotiations, everybody has to state their position, but then after a while, we got together and we began hashing out key points that both sides wanted to see included in the agreement, and I think the RBEA and the board's team did a nice job with the contract. I think it's a fair contract for the teachers, and I also think it keeps the board's goals in mind, and it will help us accomplish those goals.
Okay, is there one board member we want to reach out to before we
do
vote?
Ms. Ruska asked that she could call in so that all 7 board members can vote on the contract.
And while he's attempting to reach her, can I entertain a motion then?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, approves the collective bargaining agreement between the Board of Education of Riverside Brookfield Township High School District 208 and Riverside Brookfield Education Association, IEA-NEA, for a 3-year period beginning July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2019, as presented at the November 8th, 2016 regular meeting.
Second.
Second, Mr. Jepson. Thank you, Mr. Cindy. We'll just pause a moment.
And I'd just like to congratulate both sides. I wasn't on the team.
Mr. Ruska, this is Dr.
but
Skinkus.
when people are reasonable,
Joining you into the meeting now.
things can get done.
Okay.
And so I'm very happy that both sides were able to come to common ground. Obviously, our teaching staff is, why we're here in great part, but we also have responsibility to the taxpayers of this district, and I'm very thankful that you were all able to get it done.
Any other comments on?
I'll second exactly what Jepson just said. I want to especially give a shout out here to my fellow board member, Gary Gritchen, who is a numbers guy, has a lot of insight on, what's best for our district financially. Thank you, Gary.
And Matt and Kevin Skinkus.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all parties, and they spent an enormous amount of their own personal time trying to get this done, so I thank them for that. We have the board member on the line.
Mr. Ruska's on the line. Does the RBEA want to provide any comment?
We are happy that the contract is settled.
Yes.
We also believe it's a fair contract.
Okay.
It's been ratified by your people?
It has been
Yes.
ratified by our.
Yes.
Okay, and then the next thing I think we'll do is take a vote, and then we'll have a signing of the contract. Mary Ann?
Mr. Gritchen?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes. Mr. Jepson?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes. And with that, I'll walk over to the table and
Contract passes 7-0. Mr. Ruska, are you staying on the line, or are you just going to try to get here after your duties?
I will leave now and I'll be back, I will come right after we're done closing the phone.
Thank you very much.
All right, bye.
Yes, you may.
Ceremonial pens.
okay, we'll just leave these here.
All right.
And I assume you'll get your copies as soon as the meeting is over.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Kristen, John, while you're here, didn't you receive a reward last week?
An award.
An award for
University of Chicago.
University of Chicago?
Oh, yeah.
We mentioned your name.
Oh, thank
So
you.
congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, having concluded the contract, we'll get back onto our regular agenda, into the report section. And the first item in the report section is the Student Association report. Do we have the Student Association here today?